that beautiful? Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Heart of Nikken Award for 2013. Rick and Paige. Would you like to share with us a few words?
I'm speechless, and I know Rick will probably comment that has never happened to me before. Thank you so much. I turned into the biggest crybaby since we had our baby. Thank you all so much. It's just been a tremendous year for us, and I'm just really proud to be here and proud of this company. And if you all knew, Rick has never wavered in his loyalty and dedication to this company. He's believed in it. I'm so thankful that he introduced me to it, because all 5 of these pillars have filled up in my life since we've been together. Especially this year, because we have a 3-month-old baby.
All right, all right.
So I'm grateful to the company for what it's done for our lives, and for all of you who wouldn't be here if we didn't have such a wonderful team. And our parents, his parents came to watch the baby, which is really nice. So now I'm going to let the real speaker speak.
Oh, the real speaker. All right, Rick. Rick, all right.
I don't really know what to say. I'm very honored. It's something that it means an awful lot. I saying a lot of things. When all I ever wanted to do was just all I ever wanted to do is be a soldier. And I'll never forget when they sewed that flag on my right arm as part of an Expeditionary Force. It was like something that was worth being a part of and something that was worth fighting for. And I knew I was doing something that mattered. And I'll never forget getting out and being in corporate America. And I went from a place where if somebody fell, everybody would fall to get them, to a place where desks would be empty and nobody cared. They would clear desks out, companies would cut your pay and move you around, and I felt like I was a person without honor. And when I looked around, I went into politics, and that was even worse. I can tell you guys stories about that. I really was lost, and I actually watched a video by Dennis Ruth Williams and then went and saw Mr. Prophet in Detroit. And it was just the weirdest thing, because the most powerful truths, like when I've told you guys this before, when Martin Luther King said that all people should be, equal and children should be playing together, that he had a dream. Even the most racist, vile person in the country, when they laid in bed at night, knew what he was saying was right before he said it. That's the reason why the tide was all against it, and it happened, because when there's a truth, it's true before you say it. When I sat and watched the presentation about this company, the biggest thing that struck me, going back over a decade ago, was I believed all the stuff they were saying before I was in it. So Nikken was an easy choice because it was already what I believed. And there's been times over the past decade when I fall in love with it more all the time. Like I remember walking past the first convention at the Windsor Harbor Castle in Toronto, and I remember I was a silver, and we wrote, I went gold the day before, so we printed out our genealogy and wrote gold on it because I was so mad with magic marker that I wanted to walk around as a silver. And I thought I was doing good, and I walked by the President's Club meeting, and I saw Mike, who was looking good and smelling even better. And we were roped off and couldn't get in there. And I just remember thinking the magic of being a part of it, and being a part of the President's Club, being here at convention, flying here, it's always just felt like something that I just love. Like I've never lost that feeling. When I'm at home and I think about it, I love it. When I do it, I appreciate it. I've been in some really bad places where people didn't even have food or water, and every time I look at the opportunity to do this company, when you guys work for any company you've been a part of, there's always things that you wish were different, but Nikken always fixes them. And I'll tell you what, for a man-made thing, you couldn't ask for a whole lot better than Nikken always striving to do right and always trying to do the right things. And when you get a chance to meet the people that run the company, last night at the party with all the corporate folks, getting a chance to spend some time with Mr. Foley, to come down to Texas, and just to see the people that are looking in the eye and say, we want to hear what you're saying, we're going to do the right things to get this company where we need it to be. This company is always driven by a principle that it's always got its needle pointed north, or even if one of us or all of us go off track a little bit, there's a guiding principle that points it back towards the north. And it's just a really beautiful thing. About 3 months ago, we had our baby, and I've got an older son. And, well, we had to leave the room. Well, we did, because I was up all night, too. and we were tired, you know, and it's a big deal to me. And I went down, I've got an older son from a time in my life that was tough. And, of course, I didn't get to be with him every day all the time. And we were down eating in the cafeteria. And I said, you know, son, I love you more than anything. And I'm sorry I don't get to be with you every day. And he looked at me and said, Dad, you're the best dad in the world. I see you more than most of my friends see their dads who they live with every day because of what you do with that company, Nikken. And I just don't know how to express it to you guys. But it's something that's special. It's something worth being a part of. It's something worth doing. It's a very special company. And I believe that as leaders here, we all have a duty and an obligation to be influencers, not influencees. To talk to each other, to talk about it as something that is special. It's not about a box of juice that we're trying to sell at a premium and we're all in and out of for 3 years. We've been over for over a decade. Our sponsors for 20 years. We live here. This is something worth fighting for, something worth believing in. I will always be Nikken's Praetorian Guard because this is what I do. It's the thing I've chosen to dedicate my life to. It's the only thing I've ever found that is worth serving, like that flag that was sewed on the side of my sleeve. It provides for my family. My wife and I are honored and pleased to be a part of it. I love you all, and I will always be the first one in and the last one shutting the lights out at these meetings. I just want you to know we love it, and if anything, the heart of Nikken, I don't know if well, I knew I was a body part of Nikken. I didn't know it was the heart until now. Usually it's a different one. You know, not my wife. I speak about myself for that. I can tell you this, I don't know if we deserve to be called the heart of Nikken, but I know that we love it as much as anybody. And if anything else, we just accept on that behalf that this is truly something that I love and am proud and honored to be a part of. And I just thank you all for the honor.